Hi, I'm Patience Wood, Mybo Pro staff and European record holder, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Mybo Revolution. What do I like about the Mybo Revolution? I mean, what don't I like about the Mybo Revolution, really? The thing that drew me to Mybo in general was when I first held the bow, I really liked the grip because it's really thin and I've got quite small hands. So when I felt it, it just felt really like right in my hand because I've tried different bows before and I've always just felt like they were just really long or like not long, large. Or like they had curved edges and it just didn't quite sit right in my hand. So that's what initially brought me to the bow. And I also like the colours. So my bow is the Revolution 37. I shoot bee stinger rods and the 10 zone scope that Merlin produces. I shoot the axle sights. It's £51. Okay, so the let off is I think 70%. I'm not sure what my draw length is. It keeps changing. I'm really indecisive about it. I do a lot of my own tuning, but I have my coach, Stuart Taylor, who's also on the pro staff. He helps me a lot with it because I just forget quite quickly what I'm doing. But no, I do a lot of it by myself, but I do make sure I get people to look over it afterwards and that. So I shoot the rain strings. I think I've just switched them from the Bloodline to one of their mixed because I found I just preferred the different ones, but I mainly choose my strings based on what colour options they've got. So the most important part about shooting.
Look good.
Yeah.
Feel good, shoot good.
Exactly. If I'm looking for a new bow, the first thing that I look at is kind of like definitely the size of the grip, like I said before, because I'm really like picky on that. I don't know why, I just always have been. And also just kind of like the look of them. Like I do choose a book by its cover. like, and I just thought the Mybo was pretty when I first saw it. It was definitely the grip for me that drew me to this bow. I also really liked when I drew it back, because I've always had problems with my shoulder. I drew it back and it wasn't aggressive. Like the bow I had last, the cams I had on it, it was quite aggressive. And with my shoulder injury that I had at the time, I was always really struggling to get to full draw. So when I was getting to draw, it looked so dodgy. Like I was like, that type of thing. But when I drew this back, it was just really smooth and I really liked it. So yeah, I was definitely more convinced to pick my bow once I actually drew the bow back as well. No, I've never really had to change anything about the bow. It's just always out the box, just worked really well for me, other than tuning it and that. It's always been really good. I've got 3 different Revolutions. Two of them, the two on the table here, are both the Rev 37s, these two are my main bows. And then I also am trying one of the new 34s, but it's not fully set up yet, which is why it's not here with me. This orange one here is my favourite. It does switch depending on the season and depending the vibes it's giving me at the time. But no, this one called Buffy, I name all my bows. This one's Simon. This one's Buffy. My red one, which is my 34, is called Leonard. It was just giving Leonard at the time. So, but no, this one's my favourite at the moment. I got this at the start of the indoor season, and it's just shot really well for me. So I was like, yeah, this one. I tend to set them all up for the season I'm shooting in at the time, mainly because when you go on internationals, you need 2 bows. So it's not like useful to have different setups on them. Now I've got 3, I might start to set up one specifically for indoors and the other 2 for outdoors. Now we're in outdoor season. But yeah, I just find it easier to have them set up the same, especially because I find I'm really unlucky in the way that if I don't set both of them up in competition, something will come loose and I'm like, oh, should have set them both up. So I can't, I have to have them the same. I've been Patience Woods. These are my Rev 37s, and if you want to come try one out down at Merlin, you can anytime.